Hello, you. It's Phonexy, look.
Phonexy.
Phonexy even. And she's going to help me do another much anticipated instalment of what can only be described as
heap of shit.
An epic of turd proportions. So here we go. Jumping right in where we left off. Time is of the essence. Second definition of religion: a cause or activity pursued with zeal or contentious devotion, to give one's time and attention entirely to a particular activity or cause. No full stop. We certainly see that humanism in italics. He loves that italics key, doesn't he?
He does.
He's learned how to do that, hasn't he? Because
I'm so glad that he can't use italics on Twitter. Because that'd just be.
We certainly see that humanism is this. What?
Humanism is what?
To give one's time and attention entirely to a particular activity or cause. We certainly see that humanism is this. He's put a capital letter in.
Instead of a full stop.
Should have got his wife to spell check it. There are adherents to there are adherents to atheism, and there are in the Christian faith. Michael Neddow, a prominent atheist, said, "I don't want people interfering with my religion," in brackets atheism. Well, it's a good job Michael Neddow speaks for all of us, isn't it?
Isn't it just? What a brilliant spokesman.
Well, now that he's defined not believing in something as believing in something, that must be true. Just the fact that Michael Neddow wants to get under God out of the pledge, in God we trust off of coins, and the 10 Commandments out of courtrooms, shows the devotion to the cause. No, it shows the commitment that he has to the First Amendment, the Constitution of the country you're lucky enough to live in, dickhead. We also see atheists trying to get mangers taken off of city halls across America. As proof of their contentious devotion, atheists are becoming like a much more vocal voice in society. We have people like Anthony Flew, who wrote Presumption of Atheism, shows much thought and reason were put into being an atheist.
What?
Although he now believes in God because of science, see Flew below. Dennis Miller on Bill O'Reilly said atheism is a lachrymose religion. I thought this was well put. As belief creates zeal. See, this is what Anthony Flew is possibly the first time he's mentioned it in the book. It's a guy who is an atheist, right? But he decided that perhaps deism was a better position to take up in his old age, because he was sick and tired of arguing with people who think that not understanding how the universe was created therefore means God did it.
Yeah.
And apparently that makes him a Christian, and he never said that at all. Joe thinks that he did, but he didn't.
Third.
Not only that, by the way, I've sent about 10,000 links to different articles Anthony Flew wrote that completely show that Joe is talking out the back of his red neck. Third definition for religion is and he hasn't paid any attention. Third definition for religion is a personal or institutionalized system grounded in such worship and belief. Many of our schools today only teach evolution, but it's because it's a scientific fact. These schools are the institutions that are grounded in these beliefs. Many schools teach evolution as a fact, because it is, and therefore are systems grounded in such worship and belief in atheism. He's found the underline tool now as well.
Oh, I'm not going to stop with that now, is he?
He's found out how to do underline text as well now.
So now he's got bold, italics and underline.
Ooh.
He's really got the hang of words.
He's a unique example of someone who can write in English without being able to read it. And now, creationism is prohibited, right, because it isn't a fact. Once you're on the path of evolution, you are part of the atheist religion. You might want to tell that to all of the Christians who are evolutionary biologists. The vast majority of evolutionary biologists are Bible-believing Christians.
Really?
They're just not creationists like Joe, because he can't read. Which is why creationism is prohibited. It's kind of like taking a poisonous pill. Once you accept evolution, you must necessarily accept atheism, as you want to go back on an original point of life. You see, do you want a little bet here that on the next page he mentions the time that Richard Dawkins was talking to...
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say, and yeah.
because Dawkins said that it would be a bad idea for him to give evidence in the Kitzmiller versus Dover creationism in the classroom case, because if the judge asked him if he was an atheist because of evolution theory, he would have had to have said yes. So therefore, because Dawkins is an atheist because of evolution, everybody is. Wanker. And now, blah blah blah, once you accept evolution, you must necessarily accept atheism. No, not at all. Anyway, there you go. As you only go back to the original point of life. As you only go back to an original point of life. Evolution is the scientific justification for rejecting God. No, it isn't. It's the scientific justification for accepting the evidence. This book will show evolution is a religion. I wish you'd get on with showing it instead of telling us what it's going to do.
He's also, isn't he meant to be showing us the proof of creation and God?
He's going to show us proof that rocks can't turn into human babies
seems
because
to say,
only men and women have monkeys or something like
he
that.
seems to say on every page that he's soon going to be getting to that point.
Any minute now we're going to get to the facts.
Yeah.
Except what he's saying on Twitter now is that his next project is going to outline it even more in depth than this bog roll.
That'd be fun.
This book will show evolution is also a religion. I repeat, evolution is a religion. So he's repeated it twice without... fuck
telling
you,
us
Jim,
why.
fucking arsehole. Evolutionism. Religion is a set of beliefs and values and practices based on the teachings of the teacher. Teaching, as well as see all forms of atheism have. Evolution is a belief based upon a belief of no God. No, it isn't. It's... Oh, you tart. Evolution is a belief based upon a belief of no God. The teaching of evolution will necessarily follow a belief system. See 10 Commandments. Lucy's read these in advance of me, and some of them are fucking beauty. Many universities are grounding the students in evolution and all the associated beliefs that come with that. The leaders of these personal systems fought to have creation taken out of schools because it isn't true. And you don't want to teach kids lies, do you? Like, you know, men floating bodily into heaven. They only want their own ideology taught, and ideology is a set of doctrines or beliefs forming the basis of political system. No, it isn't. Ooh. 10 minutes in a room. Me, you, a pair of pliers.
No, you're not allowed to say that anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. I love you, Joe. This is the goal of their cause. Is it your cause to bring about the end of the world with evolution?
No, that's not my cause at all. Never claimed it to be.
It says here it is, and like he previously mentioned, in this book he proves that he knows more about what you think than you do.
So I'm fucked then, basically.
You're screwed, basically.
Fucked.
We all have to live in Joe's world now.
Joe, you're wrong.
Many colleges today and museums are the churches of atheists. The teachers are the leaders, these are their places of worship.
Really?
The fight in Texas about what to put in textbooks is a clear example of arseholes trying to preach lies to children. The ethics of moral relativism in the class down the hall will be... Oh, just give me 1 second. Evening Gazette.
You're wrong, Joe.
At Phoenixie wants to read, especially for you, ladies and ladles and jelly spoons, the 10 Commandments of Atheism according to Joe Cienkowski.
10 Commandments of Atheism. Number 1. You shall not talk religion and politics. Since man is the centre of the universe, their values, capacities and worth are the most important thing. Therefore, we can't accept religious beliefs.
Amen.
Okay? Don't accept them.
No, we accept them as beliefs, just not facts.
Right. Number 2. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Trust your own feelings. Follow your heart. Number 3. Never say never. Anything is possible, even the impossible. Right? So, the impossible is possible.
Lucy, in the name of Anthony Flew and all that is unholy, I command you to make that cup float now.
Well, it's impossible, so it must be possible.
Hola, Jose. Te equivocas.
Open brackets, no close brackets. Number 4. Oh, you started introducing full stops and missing out bold there.
You skip the bold key.
Okay, we should tolerate all beliefs and religions, except for religions that are intolerant of others' beliefs, Christianity. You cannot tell others their religion is wrong, since there is no absolute truth. There is no God, therefore...
You cannot tell others their religion is wrong. Lucy, you're an atheist. Do you think it's wrong to command people to kill their own child?
Yes. There is no God, therefore there is no right and wrong. Since there's no right and wrong, you have no right to tell someone they are wrong. Nobody knows what's really true. Right.
Amen. Amen.
Number 5. Make no moral judgments regarding actions of others. Matt.
Matthew chapter 7 verse 1.
Everything is okay so long as you don't hurt anybody. It doesn't matter what you believe as long as you are sincere.
Joe, you're wrong.
Number 6. Don't do unto others what you wouldn't have them do unto you. Inverse golden rule, do unto others, respect others. Number 8. Trust science and reason. Naturalism holds that all phenomena can be explained in terms of natural causes and laws without attributing moral, spiritual or supernatural significance. Everything can be explained naturally, even nature itself.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it.
Number 9. Be who you are, say what you feel. If it feels good, do it.
Yeah, baby, you're a long time dead.
Enjoy yourself, eat, drink and be merry, for tomorrow we die. As long as it makes you happy. So you can do anything as long as it makes you happy.
No, because you shouldn't do to anybody else what you wouldn't have done to you.
But the thing that I'm doing makes me happy, and it says here I have to do what makes me happy.
As long as you don't hurt anybody else, yeah?
But what if hurting someone is what makes me happy?
Well, then you're not a moral person.
Number 10. Do what it takes to survive. Survival of the fittest. The ends justify the means.
Hang on, what do you mean? Fancy landing that on the very last sentence. You idiot! Do what it takes to survive. Survival of the fittest.
We are just animals, therefore the strongest survive.
Right, yeah.
Do you believe?
Fuck me. In the very last sentence of the very last page, perfectly demonstrating he has absolutely no idea what evolution theory is at all. Because what they do here, right, they think that survival of the fittest means do whatever it takes to survive, right?
Right.
And that happens at the level of a species. But survival of the fittest, in terms of evolutionary theory, means it doesn't happen at the level of species, it happens at the level of organism. Genes that are strong and therefore benefit the species survive. Genes that don't bring any benefit to the species are cancelled out. That's why it's called natural selection. I'm sorry that you've had to sit through this yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to Ken Ham. There are many, many Christians who had a big influence on my life. I learned many different things from many wonderful Christian teachers and leaders, not the least of which was Ken Ham.
Put your hand up if you've heard that people came from ape-like creatures or something like that.
I remember being in prison
Here we are.
and seeing a half-hour tape of his Genesis solution,
Oh yeah.
and it changed my life forever. I walked out feeling 7 foot tall and I'm only 5'9".
Oh my tippy toes.
I remember saying, evolution is a religion. I repeat, evolution is a religion. Therefore, Then a light went off inside my head. That is one of my favourite things that he's ever said. That he cut and paste that into Twitter several times, and I wept. As soon as he heard what Ken Ham had to say, a light went off in his head.
Joe, you're wrong.
It's clear from the rest of this here that he hasn't actually said anything at all in the previous pages, has he? He just repeated the same shit over and over again, hasn't he?
I want to know where all this evidence for God is that he was promising the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's in the next book.
You've got to buy the other book for that.
Alright, okay, yeah.
These things don't write themselves.
No.
He needs time to...
To put it all in one book would just be too easy.
Bye-bye, everybody. Joe, you're a wanker. Night-night.